I'm a fairly smart guy, but I'm smart enough to know that I surround myself with people that are smarter than me. And that makes it so much easier, so much better.
Stacey Allen is an Army veteran, former Federal Bureau of Prisons leader, and now CEO of Valor Health. From Desert Storm to reshaping the VA disability process, his mission is to empower veterans with clarity and fairness.
And when everybody's aligned with the same focus and the same mission, so when you have a passion and a heart like I do to help my brothers and sisters, man, it's just so easy to make things happen.
What's up, everybody? This is Ryan Van Ornum back with another edition of the Milpreneur Podcast powered by Cynergists. Cynergist is your scalable operations company that helps you grow your business exponentially faster at a fraction of the cost. Go ahead and check out Cynergist.com. Today, I have with me Stacey Allen of Valor Health. Stacey, how are you today, sir?
And Ryan, if I was any better, I don't know if I could stand it, brother. Thanks for asking.
Man, you got a good life going on, man, and you have such an interesting backstory, dude. I can't wait to jump into it. So let's just you spent some time in the military, and then you did a little transition into working in the prison system, and now you're founder and CEO of Valor Health. So tell me how that whole process just kind of came together, man. It seems like you have such a great background there.
Yeah, well, again, thanks for the opportunity. Thanks for having me today. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to sharing some stuff. Yeah. So, like a lot of people that went into the military, I went in straight out of high school and really didn't know what I wanted to do. So it was military for me. I went in '87, spent 6 years in the Army in the medical field, and Desert Storm came around. And so I went over there and did my time in the first Gulf War. I came back, got out in '93, and went straight into prison as an employee, not an inmate, thank goodness. But so I went in as a medic, and after about 10 years of doing that in the Federal Bureau of Prisons, I went into administration. I had, in that time, gotten my master's in health administration, and so I transitioned into that space and did that for the last 16 years of my time with the Bureau. So that put a lot of experience in my back pocket, really. And once I retired, I connected with a company that helped veterans with their VA claims. And so I've done that for the last 6 years. And then just this last March, we launched Valor Health. And I'll go into a little bit more, if you don't mind, about how that came into play.
Absolutely. Please do so.
Yeah. So my last year working with the prison system, I was talking with a colleague of mine, and being in the medical field, we share medical stuff. And so I was sharing a medical issue that I was dealing with, and she said, that's a presumptive condition because you were over in the Gulf War, right? I was like, I didn't even know what a presumptive condition was. Right. So started looking into it, and sure enough, it was. And so I filed my first claim 26 years after I got out of the military.
Wow.
And was service connected. And I was like, man, I feel like I'm a pretty smart guy. I should have known about this stuff. But it wasn't really out there for us at that time anyway. So, and that's really what started my journey in the VA disability process. And that's why I connected with the company that I worked with for the past 6 years. And during my time there, I realized that most veterans were losing their claims not because of they didn't have things happen to them and they didn't have issues. It was really lack of documentation, lack of medical support. And that's what led me to found Valor Health. So that's what we do is help veterans with that medical documentation. We do evaluations, medical, psychological, and put that supporting paperwork in their hands to go work on their claims.
That's fascinating because there's so many veterans out there that don't even know where to start. They may not even have a disability rating. And coming from, I moved from Colorado Springs. I now live in Lincoln, Nebraska. But in Colorado Springs, it was one of the largest veterans communities in America. And, if you're over 10% disabled, you can it waives the funding fee for the VA home loan. So that saves you thousands of dollars per year just being able to, have that disability rating so you don't have, that funding fee when you buy a house.
That's right. Yeah. And along with, the disability compensation, different states offer different things, but there's so many more benefits other than just the compensation, the health care.
Yeah, I think it's over 40% you have healthcare, right? Or access to the VA.
So you can actually be seen for anything at 30% or higher.
30%.
Yeah. So anything below 30, you would be seen for things that you may be service connected for.
That's a great point, and thank you for sharing that, because like everybody gets the numbers, slightly wrong or misconstrued and stuff like that. I think there's also like different states that like a certain percentage may waive like their property taxes and stuff like that. Is that something that happens as well?
Absolutely, absolutely. So I live in the great state of Texas, and if you're 100% permanent and total, they waive your property tax completely. And property tax in Texas is it's up there. It makes
Right.
a substantial difference.
Right. I know. And sorry, I'm not trying to get us off track, but at the same time, I think this is very fascinating. I think the audience should know this stuff is like Purple Heart recipients in different states sometimes they'll waive tuition for colleges and universities for their children. And there's huge things that are behind the scenes on that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that's right. And in some states, not necessarily a Purple Heart, but just a veteran. In fact, Texas has what's called the Hazlewood Act. If you were a resident of Texas when you went into the military, your children qualifies for what's called the Hazlewood Act, and you can attend public universities essentially free.
That's amazing. That's
great
really
stuff.
Yeah. And what we will do is we'll actually put some of those links in the comments down below so people will have better access to it. So is there when you were starting this transition into owning Valor Health and starting it up, what challenges did you face in this? I know you were in the game before, but like when you're starting your own thing, it's a little different. Would you agree?
It is different, Ryan. But I would say for me, I'm a fairly smart guy, but I'm smart enough to know that I surround myself with people that are smarter than me. And that makes it so much easier, so much better. And when everybody's aligned with the same focus and the same mission, man, it's just so easy to make things happen. So when you have a passion and a heart to, like I do, to help my brothers and sisters, it's not even work. It's like, I can't wait to get up in the morning and get started.
Isn't it funny? Like when, like you can like say that you're working at the federal prison system, right? So like you may have had to have your alarm set, but like now in what you're doing and like you don't even need an alarm. Like it's the same thing with what I do now. Like I wake up at like 4:45 to 5:15 every single day without an alarm.
Same. Yeah, 100%.
It's funny how like your brain just nope, it's time to get up, it's time to rock and roll, time to get the job done. It's pretty cool.
And it's funny, and some of my teammates that work with me, I jumped on the computer this morning, and he was already working. This was at 4:30 this morning, and we started chatting back and forth at 4:30. It was crazy.
I love that, man. So like now you've launched this thing, like how are you measuring success in your business?
So a lot of times we don't get the feedback from the veterans after they've submitted their claims, but we are reaching out to them, and we're finding that they're having great success, and they're sending, people that they know over to us that are stuck in that same situation that they have been. So again, only being in business now for 5-6 months, we're still putting the pieces together. It's kind of like we're building the plane as we're going off the cliff, but it's great. And we're all excited to do this stuff.
Are you qualified as a nonprofit?
We are not a nonprofit, so we are a for-profit company.
Just checking. There's
absolutely.
different things that happen with, profit and for-profit and nonprofit sides of things. So,
right.
Yeah.
I believe it's okay to do good and to do well at the same time.
Absolutely. 100%. So like, have you had any unexpected opportunities that have came up since you launched Valor Health?
I've had a lot of people reaching out to me to join forces. We're not quite there yet. We're a small but mighty group, but I do see us expanding over, in the next year or so.
Very cool.
Yeah.
So like one of the things that a lot of new companies, they kind of go one of two ways. They're like, well, we're kind of old school, and then the other side is like, well, we embrace technology. Like, which way do you favor?
Oh, 100% technology. That's just the way we're going. We're building stuff with AI, and we're actually putting together courses to offer our clients free of charge, built with AI.
Very cool. Very
So,
cool.
yeah.
So like how do you one of the things you've been in leadership a long time, like how do you feel like do you feel like building this like from the start, building this strong culture? Like what are some of those like intangibles that you feel like are non-negotiables that need to be part of your culture?
Yeah, so integrity is at the very top of that for me. People have to be aligned with my core values to be a part of my company. If you're not, then we're going to rub at certain points. And if everybody has those same core values of integrity and honesty and a heart to help our client base, makes it easy.
I love
Makes
that,
it
man.
easy.
Love
Yeah.
that. So like, with what you do, there's always going to be like this the government, there's these socioeconomic factors, there's social environment factors that kind of factor into what you got going on. Like, how do you see that impacting your business right now? Do you see it? Like,
So the thing that I'm focused on right now, there's a lot of legislation going around among different states and as well as the federal level. So we're keeping a very close eye on that just to make sure that we stay within, the law,
yeah,
because it's too easy for something, that New Jersey passes that gets by us. And so we absolutely have a strong focus on making sure we're within, laws and regulations.
absolutely, man. Well, are you ready to play a little rapid fire questions?
No, no, we'll see.
It's like get to know the CEO kind of stuff. All right.
All right.
So like what book are you reading? Like, do you have a mindset book or are you science fiction? Like, what type of books are you reading right now?
That's a great question. And the honest answer with integrity, I am not reading a book right now.
It's all good, man. It's all good. So you kind of answer this one, but you're an early bird over a night owl, right?
100%. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So do you have a podcast that you listen to?
So I do. I listen to Rogan. I listen to the Five. It's a Fox News show, but they
Sure.
have a podcast that I follow. And I listen to Mike Rowe. He puts his stuff out there.
Dude, I love Mike Rowe.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's some good stuff right there. So what type of drinks are you drinking? Is it coffee, tea, soda, energy drinks, water? What do you got?
So it's black coffee and water. That's
Yeah,
that's almost it. Yeah.
that's all you need, right?
That's
Do you have a favorite particular brand of coffee that you follow?
so usually it's whatever they got at Costco. It's usually a Folgers, but man, I love, and I'm not trying to throw a plug, but I love the Black Rifle.
That's some good stuff too.
Yeah.
Definitely. I love it, man. Do you have like what's on your like your workout playlist, man? Like your pump up songs, man. What's you rocking?
It is heavy metal, hard rock, Godsmack, that
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 is
type of genre.
spoken like a former Army vet right there, my friend.
Yes, sir.
I love it. I love it. So, do you have a favorite cheat meal?
It's got to be a smash burger.
Yes. But you're in Texas. How are you not going Whataburger?
I like Whataburger, but man, there's some ma and pa shops around
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
you just can't beat those.
Dude, the freshness of some of those local establishments, you can't beat those, man. I love that. That's a great call. And rounding it out, man, do you have a bucket list travel spot that you want to go to?
So for me, I've traveled, not extensively, but I've seen the places around the world that I care to see. I really want to get out here in the U.S. and see, the historic sites and before they're gone, right?
Love that.
That's really my bucket list, is to travel the states here and because there's a lot of great things to see here.
Man, it's a one of a kind country, man, and I,
Yeah.
I love that you want to see it, man. Very cool, very cool. Well, you made it through our rapid fire. Congratulations, man.
Awesome.
So now thinking about let's as we kind of turn back a little bit here. So like think about like that younger Stacey when you went into the military. Like now that you know what you know, what advice would you give younger Stacey?
And I would say if you put in the time, if you raised your right hand, unless there is an absolute necessity to get out, retire, stay in, do your time. There's no better retirement than the military, right? You can retire at 38 years old. Are you kidding me?
Right.
You
Right.
go in at 18, you could retire at 38. And for the kids today, I don't think there's anything better, especially with the administration we have right now and the support that the military has.
I love that, man.
Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool. So like conversely, now that you kind of know what you know, where do you want to be in like 5 years from now?
So I take it a day at a time. I'm 56 years old. I've already got my retirement nailed down. I do this because I love doing this.
Very cool.
This is just my heart and my passion. If this thing blows up and is super successful, I'm going to hang on for the ride. That's my plan. But my day after day after day is to always do better than I did yesterday.
Man, 1%
Right.
better, right?
That's it.
Very cool. Very cool. Well, I really appreciate you coming on our Milpreneur podcast today, man. It's been a pleasure chatting with you. If people are interested in your services, how can they get a hold of you?
Sure. Well, they can hit our website at valorhealth.net or give us a call toll free 877-84-VALOR.
Awesome, man. Thank you so much for your time today, and best of luck in all of your endeavors.
Thanks, Ryan. I appreciate you.
Absolutely appreciate you. Once again, this is Ryan Van Ornum signing off for the Milpreneur Podcast, powered by Cynergists. Once again, check out Cynergist.com if you're looking to expand your business at a fraction of the cost. Until the next time, everyone, take care and have a blessed time, everyone.